I tried to do my homework, and I couldn't put everything in here. But look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah. You want to see? Ah! All right. So, Bryson.
Okay.
You have voiced in Honkai Star Rail.
I did.
Attack on Titan. Blue Lock. Haikyuu. Is It Wrong to Pick a Girls in a Dungeon? Monster Musume. Food Wars, plus many others.
Many others.
Many others.
Those are the highlights for sure.
Yeah. And then Mark, you have voiced in Demon Slayer.
That's correct.
Genshin Impact.
Indeed.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fire Emblem Heroes. And Home Adventures with Tip and O, just to name a few.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah.
And then Chris, we've got you voicing an Overlord.
Supposedly.
One Piece, Therme Rome, Moritari the Patriot, Golden Kamui, and Code Realize Guardian of the Rebirth.
I think I remember those.
Yep.
They go by so fast. I'm like, I'm there, then I'm out. I was like, what was it again?
Yeah. So, let's do a couple of questions officially up here, and then there's a microphone right there that we can allow the VIP to go first, ask them some questions, and then we'll open it up to general admission. So, let's do this.
What's going on?
Let's jump on it.
In hero or villain character, give us a pitch as to why we should watch your show.
I guess I'll start it off, I guess. I'll start with Belle Cornell from Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. It's a very fun show, all about my progression and my desire to become the hero that I've always wanted to be from stories of my childhood. I want to catch up to the woman that I love, who is very powerful, and it's a huge journey. I meet a lot of fun, colorful characters, and the show's title makes it sound a lot seedier than it is. It's not. It's a fun, great show that everyone should check out, and they have a season 5 teased for later this year. So, got a lot of catching up to do.
Nice.
That's good. I'll watch it now.
Yes, thank you.
Good pitch. I'd say it's a very tasty experience. All of the elements are represented. There's a lot of beheading, but it's also a family show. So go out and watch it. I hear that there's a film releasing quite soon. You want to enjoy it.
Very, very soon.
Yes, I'll do Eins from Overlord.
What's better than this? A power fantasy for the millennials, not some teenage boy. We got bones. We're not worried about the women because we have no libido. We don't care about that. We care about world domination. So if you're ready for world conquest with a dark fantasy twist, then watch Overlord, 4 seasons in a movie coming out this year.
Nice. Yeah. Have you worked on that?
Now we know why you get paid. All right. What do you prefer voicing, hero or villain?
We'll start from that end.
I usually get a lot of villains because I guess they just like to cast me as little freaks. Only because they're so vocally different. I never have the same villains. Like Ainz is I guess the most generic, deep and booming. But then you have Gecko Moria from One Piece, your shadow is mine. So I can play the full spectrum of different odd fellows. With the heroes, they're different, but they're hey, I'm the young stalwart hero. Let me help you. And then sometimes you'll get somebody who's in their 30s oh, finally. Cool, not a teenager. But I understand the appeal. But I love the villains because they're just a diverse little mystery bag. You never know what you're gonna get until you get there.
Yeah, no, I'll jump in on that. Villains are, there seems to be a lot more room to play around and go to very strange places. I don't know. I probably would actually like kind of straddle the ground. People that encompass like both sides, or anyone that makes like a transition. Characters like that are super cool. Both sides of the coin. It's always kind of fun to play in both realms a little bit. So yeah. But overall, villains always get like the neat crap to do, right? They get the fun squirrely voices. They're always getting thwarted, or they're thwarting. So you know, there's a lot going on.
Just to piggyback off of what my fellow actors here were saying, I tend to play a lot more hero types. I've got that youthful voice or whatever, but every now and then they'll throw a villain at me, and it's so much fun to just go like super maniacal.
Yeah.
I need evil Bryson.
I love the villains that they tend to cast me as too always end up being the super snooty guys that like you love to just want to just like punch in the face. I played one in Black Summoner, and he's just like, I'm so pretty, I'm above you, and then he starts losing and he just loses it, and I love those types of characters.
Sometimes that's where the best villainy comes out, when you don't expect it. Like, right, you're all hero boy,
Yeah.
but then you have this villainous side, this dark side to you, and you're not really just talking you up right now. But no, like when you least expect it, all those like colors come out because you totally have that inside of you to play.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat to see that come out.
I like it because it allows you to play in an area that you're not usually typecast in as well. It's like, oh, I'm glad you see me this way, Mr. Director, sir. Yes, I can be the biggest jerk in the world sometimes.
We'll see behind closed doors.
Oh,
No, he's a good boy, sweet boy.
I got it from the start.
yeah.
Do you personally consider yourself a hero or villain in your life? Like, do you like the good guys? Do you like being the bad? Like, my husband loves the Sith from Star Wars, but I love the good guys. And he's always like that, and I've always like that. Like,
I think I tend to gravitate towards villains, honestly, when I'm watching like a TV show or playing a game or something. I don't know, just something about the designs and the looks of it. I feel like I'm such an optimistic... I guess in my real life, I tend more hero style. I try to be the nice guy. I try to be punctual whenever I know where I'm going. And so I think I'd probably fit more the hero archetype, but like when I'm watching stuff or playing games, I always tend to be like, oh, that villain's really cool or something.
I'm kind of the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
I as much as I want to take all the bad choices, like I've been playing Baldur's Gate lately, and as much as I want to like ruin things, I'm always like, oh, I can't. I feel so bad. I feel so responsible. And inevitably, I'm like going towards like the heroic path, like save these refugees, do the right thing, you know, let the forest grow.
you've got to save the owlbear.
Can't help myself, right? I want to kill that thing, but like I can't do it.
I can't.
Can't initiate combat, so what are you
After
gonna
that
do?
answer, I changed my. I'm the same way. I always end up. I'm like, I want to do the jerk thing, but it feels like I'm ruining something if I'm not being the good guy in this game.
It's weird because it's like no one's like, you're just playing the game by yourself.
Yeah,
no one's
gonna judge
no one's taking
you.
account, right? unless you're streaming and people are like, oh, so this is how he really is.
Come on, yeah. This is how his true feelings.
And
I just want that Minthara romance, but I have to sacrifice a whole group of people. Hard.
worth
But she's my dark elf beauty.
Although this has just become the Baldur's Gate panel.
I like heroes and I like villains. It just really depends where they're coming from. Like, you know, you have your generic villains and your generic heroes. I'd like to understand where they're coming from. So if they have a little depth for their reason to do what they do, then I'm all for it. Like, another dark fantasy, Berserk, Guts. A very tortured protagonist, you know, who could very easily become a villain, but he's, worked through it, and he's, got a nice group of friends through his suffering and hardships, and, I love him for that, and, rest in peace to the